Welcome, listeners, to Why Walking Matters, the Science Explained. I'm Tatiana, your host, and I truly appreciate your support as we continue to grow and learn about the benefits of walking together. How did you incorporate walking into your daily routine this week? Helena from Newark, New Jersey, shared how she incorporated walking into her daily routine this week. Here's a letter from Helena. Dear Tatiana, although the weather here in Newark was crazy this week with snow, ice, rain, and wind, I managed to keep one simple promise to myself amid the hustle and bustle of the holiday season and through the weather. I went for a walk around the block after lunch twice this week, and it felt great. I still had my afternoon coffee, but I didn't really need it. Oh, that is great to hear, Helena. And I totally understand the weather. Here in New York, I also experienced the ups and downs with the snow, ice, and rain. So, congratulations on keeping your promise to yourself. Hearing your stories are inspiring. Please continue to share by sending me a text or an email. And if anyone tried one of the fitness trends we shared in last week's episode, let me know. Did you try the 2-to-1 method or the Japanese interval walking method? Or maybe, like Helena, it was really cold outside and you decided to try the 12-3-30 method on your treadmill. Let me know. And maybe I'll share your story on the next podcast. Walking is one of the simplest, most powerful things you can do for your body and your mind. Helena's letter inspired this week's topic: how to keep your walking habit going in very cold weather. If your walking routine tends to disappear the moment winter shows up, you're not alone. Today's episode is all about how to keep your walking habit alive, even in very cold weather, without hating every second of it. And here's the good news. Science says winter walking isn't just good enough. It can actually be surprisingly beneficial. So today, we're going to talk about what cold weather does to your body, how to dress so you stay warm without overheating, how to walk safely on cold, icy days, and most importantly, how to stay motivated when your couch is calling your name. This episode is science backed, practical, and yes, a little fun because winter is long enough already. So grab a warm drink or maybe lace up those boots and let's get into it. Let's start with the big question. Why bother walking when it's cold? First, walking is one of the most accessible forms of exercise there is. According to the CDC, adults should aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate activity per week, and walking counts beautifully toward that goal, even in the winter. Now, here's where it gets interesting. When you walk in cold weather, your body has to work a little harder to maintain its core temperature. Organizations like the American Heart Association note that this means you may burn slightly more calories compared to walking in mild conditions. But honestly, calories aren't the biggest win here. The mental health benefits of winter walking are huge. Studies and expert commentary from places like Harvard Health and Mayo Clinic show that regular walking improves mood, reduces stress, helps manage symptoms of seasonal affective disorder, or SAD, and supports better sleep. That winter slump, the low energy, the blah mood, movement helps to counteract it. And there's something quietly powerful about getting outside when it's cold. It builds resilience, confidence. You start thinking, if I can do this, I can do a lot of things. So, yes, winter walking is worth it, but only if we do it smartly. Let's talk about what actually happens when you walk in cold temperatures. When it's cold, your body prioritizes keeping your vital organs warm. Blood flow shifts slightly, and your muscles can feel stiffer at first, which is why warming up is extra important in winter. Cold air can also feel harsher on your lungs, especially if you breathe through your mouth. That's one reason experts recommend breathing through your nose when possible, or using a scarf or neck gaiter to warm the air before it hits your lungs. Now, a safety note. According to the Mayo Clinic, cold exposure increases the risk of frostbite, hypothermia, and slips and falls. But here's the key message: these risks are manageable. With proper clothing, awareness of weather conditions, and smart route choices where you walk, walking in cold weather is generally safe for healthy individuals. Think of winter walking like driving in snow. You don't cancel driving forever, you just slow down and prepare better. However, the internet is not a substitute for your healthcare provider's advice, so consult with them when necessary. So, how do you dress for very cold walks? This is where most people get it wrong. They either don't wear enough and freeze, or they wear everything they own and end up sweaty and uncomfortable. According to Harvard Health, the golden rule for cold weather walking is layering. Layer one, the base layer. This sits directly against your skin. Choose moisture wicking fabrics. Moisture wicking means fabric that is designed to pull sweat away from your skin to its outer surface, where it spreads out and evaporates quickly, keeping you dry, comfortable, and helping your body to regulate temperature. Common moisture wicking materials include polyester, nylon, merino wool, and spandex. Avoid cotton. Cotton holds sweat and makes you colder. So think synthetic fabrics or wool. For your second layer, the insulating layer, or your warmth layer, choose fleece, light down, or thermal tops. This layer traps heat without adding too much bulk. The main role of the insulating layer is to create a personal microclimate, working in concert with your other layers to manage heat and moisture effectively. One of the main advantages of a layering system is versatility. The insulating layer can be added or removed as your activity level or weather conditions change, allowing you to regulate your core temperature and to prevent both chilling and overheating. The third layer is the outer layer. This protects you from wind and moisture. The outer layer should be wind resistant and water resistant if possible. You don't need a heavy winter coat when you walk. just something that blocks the wind. And accessories matter more than you think. Experts estimate that you can lose a lot of body heat through your head and extremities. So, wear a hat, wear insulated gloves or mittens, and wear warm socks, preferably wool or synthetic. And here's a pro tip from Harvard Health: dress as if it's about 10 degrees warmer than the actual temperature, because once you start walking, your body heats up fast. Check out the interesting article at runlovers.it about how to dress for winter running, the 10-degree rule. According to runlovers.it, applying this rule requires courage. The critical moment is when you open the front door. If you follow the rule, the impact with the air will be unpleasant. You will feel cold. You'll want to go back inside and put on another shirt. Resist. That discomfort lasts only a few minutes. It's time your body needs to get up to temperature. As soon as the blood starts circulating, that crisp cold will turn into the perfect body temperature. You'll run or walk light, your skin will breathe correctly, and most importantly, you'll arrive at the end of the workout dry and warm, not soaked. What's the science? Your muscles produce heat as you exercise, raising your internal body temperature. Sweating is your body's natural cooling mechanism, and when the sweat evaporates, it draws heat away. Dressing too warmly initially leads to excessive sweating, which, when it evaporates, can make you feel chilled and lead to hypothermia. Now let's talk safety, because staying consistent only works if you stay upright. Watch the weather. Check the temperature, the wind chill, and whether there's ice or snow accumulation. The Mayo Clinic recommends avoiding outdoor exercise during extreme cold or dangerous wind chills. Choose the right shoes. Good traction is essential. Trail shoes or winter walking shoes should work well. You can also add removable traction cleats if ice is common where you live. And adjust your pace. Make shorter steps at a slower pace and pay more attention to the ground. There is no prize for speed walking on ice. Visibility matters. In winter, daylight is limited. So wear reflective clothing or bright colors, or a small clip on light if you walk early in the morning or in the evening. And yes, hydrate. Cold weather blunts thirst, but dehydration still happens. According to Healthline, hydration is just as important in cold weather as it is in summer. According to centrastate.com, it's easy to forget about hydration when the temperature drops. Staying hydrated in winter can feel less pressing without summer heat or perspiration as reminders. However, according to Nancy Peters, MD, primary care physician at Family Practice of Centrastate, maintaining your fluid intake is just as vital in winter as it is in warmer months. When you're bundled up and exercising outdoors, you still lose fluids through sweat and breath, although it may be less noticeable. Plus, dry indoor heat can sap moisture from your body, contributing to dehydration. Common signs of dehydration include feeling very thirsty, having a dry mouth or skin, dark colored urine, fatigue, or lightheadedness. And finally, how to stay motivated when it's really cold. Let's be honest, the hardest part of winter walking isn't the cold, it's motivation. Here are science supported and real world strategies that actually help. 1. Shrink the goal. Instead of saying, I'll walk for 45 minutes, say, I'll walk for 10 minutes. Once you're outside, you'll often keep going. 2. Attach walking to a routine. According to AARP, habits stick better when tied to existing routines. Walk after breakfast, or on your lunch break, like Helena, or after dinner. Same time, same cue. 3. Make it enjoyable. Save your favorite podcast, an audiobook, or a special playlist only for your walks. This turns walking into a reward. And 4, redefine success. Not every walk has to be long, fast, or perfect. A slow 15-minute winter walk still counts. Consistency beats intensity, especially in cold months. Here are some fun ideas to make your winter walks more enjoyable. Try a winter scavenger hunt. Find frost patterns, animal tracks, or holiday lights. You can do photo walks. Take one photo each walk. Or theme walks like gratitude walks, mindfulness walks, or curiosity walks. You can even turn winter walking into a seasonal ritual, something cozy and grounding instead of something you dread. So here's the takeaway. Cold weather doesn't have to end your walking habit. With the right clothing, smart safety choices, and a flexible mindset, winter can actually strengthen your routine. Walking in the cold builds physical health, mental resilience, and confidence that lasts long after winter ends. This week, I challenge you to plan one intentional winter walk. Bundle up, go slow, notice how you feel afterward. Let's see what you remember. True or false? Your body burns more calories when it's cold. Myth or fact? You don't need water when it's cold outside. Share your winter walks. And if you enjoyed this episode, share it with a friend who's currently negotiating with their couch. Until next time, friends, keep stepping no matter the season.